Okay, our next case is Mr. Anthony N. Reddick Sr. Mr. Reddick, would you please give us your full name and DOC number?
Anthony Nathan Reddick, 528822.
Mr. Reddick, is that microphone movable? Sir, where are you sitting? No. Back up. There you go. We can see you very well there, but when you push your head forward, all we can see is the top of your head. So are you comfortable where you are now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we can hear you very good, so you don't need to lean forward towards that microphone, okay?
All right, sir.
Okay. This is a revocation hearing. Let me explain our process to you. I'm going to cover your parole revocation questionnaire, and then I'm going to read to you the allegations of how it's alleged you violated your parole. You will plead either guilty, not guilty, guilty with a statement, or not guilty with a statement once I read those allegations. You have your attorney, Miss Ariane Bennett, is present with you. Miss Bennett, if you would make an appearance for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Ariane Bennett, appearing on behalf of Anthony Reddick. And I would like to enter Mr. Reddick's pleas for him, and statements will come from Mr. Reddick.
Thank you. And then we'll have a full discussion about the allegations. Do you understand our process, Mr. Reddick?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Reddick, you have before you, do you have your parole revocation questionnaire before you?
No, sir.
Okay, well, we're going to put it up on the board. You'll be able to look at it on your screen, and we'll talk about it in just a second. It should pop up in just a few seconds.
All right, sir.
We're having a little computer difficulty, but we'll get that thing popped up in just a second. The good news is I'm not the one trying to do it. Yeah. Do you remember filling out the parole revocation questionnaire? It's the questionnaire where you were asked certain questions. One of the questions is, have you been treated for mental illness in the past 5 years, or are you currently taking medication for a mental disorder? And your answer was yes. Have you been treated for a mental illness in the past 5 years?
Yes, sir.
Have you been treated while you've been in prison, or were you treated on the outside, or both?
Yeah, both.
Okay. Are you currently taking any medication?
You got it.
Yes, sir.
What medication are you taking?
Can't remember pronounce the medication, name of the medication.
And how long have you been taking that medication?
It's been like, I think probably about a year and a half, a year.
And you've had an opportunity to communicate with Ms. Bennett about this hearing?
Yes, indeed. Yes, sir.
Ms. Bennett, are you satisfied that his condition with the medication he's taking and the treatment that he's had, that he's competent to move forward today?
Yes, I believe Mr. Reddick's mental health is extremely pertinent to this hearing, but I don't believe that there's a competency issue.
Thank you very much. Mr. Reddick, if we'll look at the rest of those things, do you see that signature at the bottom? It appears to be your signature dated 11/17/22.
Yes, sir.
Are all of those questions and answers accurate as you look at them today?
Yes, sir, they're accurate.
Mr. Reddick, I don't mean to embarrass you, but you put on there, I can read and write limited. Can you read okay? Would you like me to read those questions to you, or can you understand them as you look at them?
I could read just a bit to myself.
Okay, so you're okay with all of those questions? Ms. Bennett, I'm sure you've had an opportunity to look at this questionnaire. Are you okay with the answers as outlined on that questionnaire?
Yes, and Commissioners, I believe that I was present when this was filled out.
Okay,
And it was read to Mr. Reddick at the time. He does have an intellectual disability, but I believe I was present when this was filled out.
thank you very much. Mr. Reddick, I'm now going to read the allegations against you. Rule 3 violation. You left the state of Louisiana without written permission as shown by your arrest on October the 11th of 2022 for the charge of indecent exposure by the Fort Smith Police Department in Fort Smith, Arkansas. You can confer with your attorney or Ms. Bennett. You can enter the plea form if you wish.
We plead guilty with a statement.
Okay. Number 4, you failed to refrain from criminal activity as shown by your arrest on October the 11th of 2022 for the charge of indecent exposure by the Fort Smith Police Department in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Ms. Bennett?
We plead guilty only to the fact of the arrest with a statement.
And number 10, you failed to make payments towards your parole supervision fees and currently in arrears in the amount of $1,512. Is that, how do you plead, Ms. Bennett?
Guilty with a statement.
Mr. Reddick, your case has been assigned to Ms. Wise. She will begin the process of interviewing you. Would you please answer any questions she might have? Ms. Wise?
Hello, Anthony. You
How you doing, man?
go ahead and sit back. Go ahead and sit back. Yeah, we can see you. I guess the screen is kind of small. You can't hardly see us, huh? That's what's going on?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Just leaning forward.
Say again?
So it's all right. I can see. I was just leaning forward.
Oh, okay, good. But now you understand when you lean forward, we can't see your face. Then that's why we actually sit back. Good. So how long you been taking your medication regularly? How long you been?
Like it's been this whole year 22. Like currently, like you say, every day.
Oh, okay. And 22. Because I like in February of 22, your mother said you weren't taking your medications. So since you got arrested, you've been taking it regularly. Could we say that?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
How's your thinking since you've been taking it?
It's been all right off and on. When I've been taking
Okay.
having side effects, sweating and stuff.
Hmm?
Side effects, sweating.
Sweating? Any other side effects?
That's it. In my sleep, sweating in my sleep.
It makes you, oh, you sweat in your sleep. Okay, does it make you sleepy, extremely sleepy?
Not so much though, but yeah.
Okay. But there was a complaint you had before about it, huh? Or was it? I'm not sure. Was that complaint you had before about it?
Yes, ma'am. But they give me they gave me another medication. It's called, I forgot the name of it. I always can't remember the names.
I got you.
All of them to pronounce the names and stuff.
Okay. Well, get somebody to write it down on a piece of paper so you can keep it with you. And so you would know what it is. That way you'll know. Because this seems to be working for you. I mean, everything has side effects, but it does seem to be working for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any statements that you want to make about why you're in jail right now? What you want to tell us?
I want to apologize. Say I'm sorry for leaving the state without permission. And I understand that I ain't supposed to, and I'm sorry about it so much. And about me breaking payments, I promise. I have a lawsuit settlement. I settled last month. My lawyer paid the jail, and I signed a check for $5,000, and I promised that I was gonna pay the whole restitution out of my payments. And and I promised that I'm gonna go to my AA on time, and you see my parole also on time, and promise to do better, to better myself.
What about taking your medication every day?
Yeah, stay on top of my medication.
And I need you to say take it every day.
Everything, I promise.
Go ahead.
So regarding Mr. Reddick's medication, just some additional background information if helpful. Mr. Reddick has been fully medication compliant in jail and has taken all of his medications. And we have made some adjustments. We've referred him to an ACT team, which would come to his house in the community and would provide him not only with his medications, but would provide him with additional mental health treatment, whether that's groups, one-on-one therapy, and also a case manager to help him just manage all the aspects of life. I think a challenge for Mr. Reddick that is outlined in his parole packet is that he has mental health concerns, but he also has a fairly severe intellectual disability. And so I think it can take longer conversations to convey the importance of things like medication. But we are trying to get Mr. Reddick connected with an ACT team that would connect him with a once monthly injection, which would change his need to take medication every day and would allow him to live more freely.
All right. All right, that's a godsend.
Yes, it's very incredible. Also, just joining me is the social worker who made the release plan for Mr. Reddick that was outlined in the packet. I think he was having some problems getting into the Zoom.
All righty.
Greetings, board. Again, my name is Brian Lars. I'm a social worker here at Orleans Public Defender's Office.
We're just going through the charges right now.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, he can go and tell us what he wants us to know. That's fine.
Okay, great, thank you.
So absolutely, again, I'm sorry for the confusion. It's my fault. I think that we can really help Mr. Reddick. First and foremost, I want you to know that I did create this reentry plan for Mr. Reddick, and it's specifically catered to Mr. Reddick's needs. And I want to note that Mr. Reddick does have secure housing with his mother at 6712 West Laverne Street in New Orleans. And as a social worker, I will be facilitating the following actions. I'll be connecting him with the Metropolitan Human Services, where he'd be placed on the ACT team. I would also link him with the 12-step fellowship to address his substance use issues. And our office will coordinate with probation and parole to maximize support for Mr. Reddick in the event that any crisis might occur. Mr. Reddick will also be referred to First 72 Plus, where he'll be mentored and participated in classes that address life skills and coping skills. And he'll also have daily access to our office to navigate through difficult situations. All the work that I do with Mr. Reddick will be complemented by other social workers and client advocates. So I feel like Mr. Reddick has never had this type of support before, and I think that we can help him. Yeah.
And did you hear about the $5,000 settlement that he got? He's gonna probably need some assistance in navigating those finances.
I'm gonna be there every step of the way with Mr. Reddick. Absolutely.
Great, glad to hear that. Thank you.
Ms. Bennett, is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like Mr. Reddick to address the board, or do you want to just address us?
I just regarding the additional 2 charges that I'm not sure we had touched upon yet, the absconding. Mr. Reddick pleads guilty. He went to Arkansas to visit his aunt. He understands, and I think Mr. Reddick can expand upon this, that he is to get permission to do this. He went, he should not have gone, and he is aware of that. And there's no questions here that he has not maintained contact with parole, which I think is very important. And so he understands in the future that if he wants to leave the state, he can reach out to his parole officer and get that permission so that this issue doesn't come up again. Anthony, is there anything else you want to say about going to Arkansas?
No, I just went out to go visit my family member, my auntie. And I'm sorry about everything. I never
Do
thought-
you understand, Mr. Reddick, that you can go if you get permission from your parole officer? But you can't go just your own. You understand that?
I understand, sir. I understand that. This is my first time on parole. Not experienced a long time on parole. Last time I was on parole, I come on with just 2 months. So I ain't really experienced being on parole because I got off so fast. But it's like my first time.
Thank you. Ms. Penny?
And the final point regarding the fees, as Mr. Reddick said, he has the settlement. When I spoke to him at the jail yesterday, he was adamant that upon release, he has $400 that he is bringing into the office to pay the fees he owes. And Mr. Reddick previously received SSI. It has been shut off due to his incarceration, and our office is going to work with him to get back on SSI, which would give him access to money monthly to be able to pay his fines and fees. And further, Mr. Reddick expressed to me yesterday that he fully intends to get a job and wants to use his time positively by working.
Thank you very much. Ready to vote?
Yes, yes.
Okay, last.
Mr. Reddick,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm very concerned about you. As one of my colleagues says, today you have a golden ticket with what the plan that they have set forth for you. If you cooperate with that plan, you can live a really, really good life. I'm taking a chance on you. My vote is to do not revoke. I find you guilty of the allegation and continue you on supervision, but you are to cooperate with the Orleans Public Defender's Office case plan that they have set forth. Best wishes to you, sir.
Thank you.
I thank y'all so much too.
Oh, wait,
I concur with Ms. Wise and I also vote to do not revoke.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Reddick, 2 votes to grant, not revoke you. I concur with my colleagues. You've got a good program. Your lawyers and your social worker has set up an excellent program for you. And I know it's difficult sometimes for you to navigate the things that you have to navigate. But you've got support now. You've got people that are willing to help you. So if you have any questions, be sure to contact them before you take some action, because probably most of the things you want to do, you can do, but you just need permission to do it while you're on parole. So good luck to you. We are going to release you, but you need to follow the plan as outlined by the Orleans Parish Public Defender's Office. So good luck to you.
All right, thank y'all. Appreciate everything.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so
Parole Board.
much.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.